Madam President, the latest from Kearney, Wyoming. Let's have it, said Juanita Hernandez. I'm sure we'll receive more as the day goes on. 6 terrorists confirmed dead, 1 captured, a 26-year-old female, wearing a suicide vest that was disabled. The family survived without injury. 1 agent injured, capturing the female suspect. Any collateral damage? Yes, ma'am. 1 vehicle completely destroyed. A bomb was inside. 2 vehicles damaged by gunfire. All 3 were rentals. 1 stolen motorcycle was destroyed. This is where it gets a little murky. Why is that? Lewis McDonald's Jeep, a hay trailer, and 6 rolls of hay were destroyed. Was Lewis in the Jeep? No, ma'am. Agent Jefferson, she took it without his knowledge. In other words, she stole it? We like to use the term commandeered the vehicle. But there's not a nickel's worth of difference, is there? No, ma'am. The president shook her head in disbelief. What did she use the Jeep for? To block the road. The vehicle with a bomb inside ran into it and exploded. It was necessary. She showed initiative, ma'am. Are you defending her, Mr. McIntyre? In this case, yes, ma'am, I am. What else? A bugle was damaged, he said with a slight grin. A bugle? How is a bugle involved in all of this? Well, a member of the posse dropped it, and it was stepped on by the horses. Did you say a posse? Yes, ma'am. I'm just reading what the report says. I didn't know posses had existed since the cowboy days. I didn't either, but that's what it says. Anything else? Yes, ma'am. 2 co-workers were shot multiple times, but can be repaired with Bondo and a little paint. I'm scared to ask, but what exactly is a co-worker? Did the Secret Service hire contractors to help with the security out there? No, ma'am, that is not allowed. And even if it was, you would not use Bondo on a person, let alone paint them. Bondo is used to repair a vehicle that has rusted or been damaged in a wreck. So, what is a co-worker? I honestly don't know, said McIntyre. How did the motorcycle get destroyed? Did Agent Jefferson have anything to do with that? No, ma'am. The motorcycle was destroyed by the stampede. Did you say stampede? Yes, ma'am. First we have a bugle, then a posse, and now a stampede. Please don't tell me there was a lynching. Yes, ma'am. I mean, there was not a lynching. Did Agent Jefferson cause the stampede? No, ma'am. Lewis McDonald caused the stampede. What in the world is going on out there? I am not real sure, ma'am. But all of this is Agent Jefferson's responsibility, right? Yes, ma'am. That figures, said the president. Ma'am, do you have an issue with Agent Jefferson? Yes, I do. I have a real issue with Agent Jefferson. She is arrogant, compulsive, and hard-headed to the point of stubborn. She is conceited and overbearing. You forgot humble, said McIntyre. Not funny, Mr. McIntyre. May I ask you what she did to make you feel this way about her? It was the night President McDonald gave his State of the Union address. When he resigned? Interrupted McIntyre. Yes, I was over in the building next door. It was 8:30, and I knew I had to be in his office before 9. I stepped into the powder room to freshen up. I saw Agent Jefferson coming. I didn't think anything of it. 2 minutes later, she was knocking on the door, shouting, "Are you going to be in there all night?" And then a minute later she shouted, "What's the hold-up? You know there are other people who need to get in." Well, when I came out, she went past me and said, "It's about time." I made up my mind I was going to wait till she came out. I was going to tell her how rude she was and demand an apology. Do you know how long I waited? No, ma'am, said McIntyre. 15 minutes. I pounded on the door and said some of the things she had said. I finally got someone to unlock the door, and do you know what I found? No, ma'am. The room was empty. She had climbed up into the suspended ceiling and put the panel back in its place. I felt like a fool. I bet the custodian thought I had lost my mind. Are you smiling, Mr. McIntyre?